But everything else, I'm normal, you know. I'm actually a very nice, caring individual. You know, I'm a hopeless romantic. I used to be, at least. You know, I used to, you know, treat my girlfriend like freaking royalty and shit like that. Of course, now I don't have a girlfriend because, you know, my substance that I hold so very dear to me, you know, it pretty much kills any chance I have with a woman, and, you know, uh, pretty much it takes up all my time. You know, I've been single for 3 years. I've been on this particular substance for 3 years, so that just goes and tells you something. You know, there's a song by Velvet Underground, it's called Heroin, and in one of the parts in the song it says, heroin is my life, it is my wife. Pretty much that's how it is. It is like I'm married to it. You know, I've told a lot of young people too that, you know, if you decide that it might be a smart idea, you might as well, you know, buy a wedding ring for that syringe, because it's pretty much going to be the closest thing to you for, you know, the whole time you're doing it. You know, it consumes your whole entire life. It controls you. It's like the song called Master of Puppets by Metallica. You know what they're talking about? They're talking about being controlled by drugs. You know, in a previous post I talked about how, you know, Metallica has kind of gone downhill, you know, since they stopped drinking and doing drugs. Because, you know, a lot of good bands, you know, I think me and Ray were talking about this earlier, a lot of good bands, you know, they're better when they're on drugs. You know, like take Courtney Love, for example. Courtney Love is off drugs now, and her music is not as good. Like when she was on drugs, her music was really good. Now she's off of it, not that good. You know, but not every artist is like that. You know, Exodus, perfect example. They don't do drugs anymore, and they're still really good. You know, they actually have a song about methamphetamine. It's called Death Amphetamine, and it's about one of their bandmates. Who died from doing meth. You know, so they called it Death Amphetamine, and every single one of them has quit doing drugs. So, you know, go make it up. You know, I envy people that have been able to quit and stay off of it, and, you know, they have really good lives, and they seem like, you know, you know, they got it all together. Like my buddy Chance, you know, he's been playing for almost a year, and he's doing really good. Like, I envy that kind of shit. Like, 'cause I wish I could do that. Like, I did it at like one point, like I had 4 months clean, and I've never been so happy in my fucking life. You know, my life has been basically a tornado of chaos. You know, so, anyways, yeah, and then, here's something to talk about, the, presidential, you know, candidate race or whatever, you know, is still in full swing, and, you know, Newt Gingrich is still hanging in there, and so is Mitt Romney. I don't really like Mitt Romney, I've told you before. I think he's a tool, and he's so fake. You know, there's one thing I hate more than anything else, is fake people. You know, like, there's a couple people in my life, well, that used to be in my life, that are really, 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 really fake. You know, and sadly enough, they're a couple of Raina's relatives. You know, and now one of them is being very immature and trying to message all Raina's friends and family and talk crap about her. You know, my dad always said, you know, big people talk about ideas and little people talk about other people, and he'd say, which one are you? But anyways, I'm not trying to make another, really long video. I don't know what this, video was supposed to be about, but I think it was supposed to be about me going to jail, but I guess I just turned it into a really long rant about everything that's going on in my life. But yeah, if my probation officer runs across this video, sorry for lying to you, but you do the same thing if you were in my shoes. Sorry about that, Dan. But anyways, hopefully I get a miracle and I don't have to go to jail. I'm hoping to get into Pine Street tomorrow. It's a detox, and I think if I go there, I will be free, like the song by Leonard Skinner, Freebird. I want to be free. I want to be finally free and stay that way. If I get off this time, God is my witness, I will never go back, ever. I want to be the man that my Creator, Jehovah, intended for me to be. I don't like the fact that I put, as my religious beliefs, Jehovah's Witness on my Facebook, and I do a very poor job of, representing Jehovah's Witnesses as a whole. So hopefully none of you out there are, thinking that this is how all Jehovah's Witnesses act, because really, in all actuality, Jehovah's Witnesses are the most spiritual people I've ever met, and they are the most nicest people I've ever met. They really are. They're just awesome people. So, anyways, you guys have a good night. Probably post a couple more videos before I go anywhere, and maybe I'll post one tomorrow morning before I leave. But anyways, yeah, I just don't want to be on this camera anymore. My eyes are all droopy, and I just look like I'm about to pass out or die, or both. So, anyways, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. I love you all. Over now.